Hello, trading is closed on February 17th, 2022. Please follow the rules of my channel. Please remember this is my plan for tomorrow, the 18th. Plans can be wrong, I can be wrong, and anyone risking money should do so at his own risk. We said yesterday's pattern, if the close could be maintained, at today's open was actually a positive pattern. We said what the bulls had to do would be to gap over resistance, which was identified at this high. And we said if they did gap over resistance, we had some higher targets that were in play. We said the bullishness of the pattern required maintaining the close. And if we didn't maintain the close, for instance, if we gapped down, it was very likely the start of a steep decline. And that scenario is the one that played out. This FEB grid here shows how this target is 261.8% target of the prior consolidation. It's support of sorts. Support doesn't have to hold. During the day, we got an ultimate sell signal in the morning with an optional higher target. Here's the higher targets, and the ultimate sell doesn't need any introduction because we certainly got that. MEJT gave another sell signal in the afternoon. We got the minimum immediately, but nothing requires us to stop at the minimum. We're coming near Tom DeMark's TDST lines. These are support levels. They're at and a bar under the line. So we're at one of his support levels here. Support doesn't have to hold. Note how well it worked here and worked here. Well, this was the trend line we identified. We said either you gap over it or the line wins, and I think it's fair to say that the line won today. This was quite a drop. Here's how I'm counting this. I have us in black wave C down. We've completed A. I think we completed B, and now we're looking for the end of C. I'm not convinced this ABC is going to be the end of black C. It could be just an A of black C because this isn't long enough to make me happy yet. Let's focus in just on what's happened since the top of B. Well, here was your A, here was your B. It's possible to count this as an ABC. You've got 5 waves, and if you look at the height of A, C is exactly 50%. Now, just because there's wave balance at this low, and just because you can count 5 waves, it isn't a guarantee this drops over. But if we do rally tomorrow, we're up about 25 handles as I'm recording this. At least you can explain it. If you don't have a count that works, there's no justification for any move up. But we're at a FEB target of a prior consolidation. We have 5 waves down. We have a C as a FEB target of A, or a FEB relationship to A. I don't think this decline's over by a long shot, but I do things a day at a time, and at least we stopped at one of the levels at which you could justify a recovery of sorts. Norm Winsky has a video earlier today, and he has a change in trend right after today's close and also after Friday's close. So if he's right, and he's right a high percentage of the time, we could have a bounce for a day, but I don't think it's a guarantee, just a possibility. Well, tomorrow's pattern has the early low. It could still gap up. There's wave balance at today's low. It's also a FEB target of a prior consolidation. Would justify a rally at the open but doesn't guarantee it. Futures are up 25 handles as I write this, so perhaps we'll get the opening a bounce. I know some people, they do all their work based on Elliott wave. There's just not always one count that works. Just because one count works, it doesn't mean some other one doesn't. So we'll just say this is a possible end of this leg. But regardless of what happens tomorrow, I think we'll see much lower prices before this decline's over. It's just a question of picking one's entry. And this probably wouldn't be my first choice for an entry at today's low. So tomorrow has the early low. You could explain the bounce, but I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm going to wait for my morning MEJT signal before doing anything. And that's today's call.